Okay, and the final two functions that we're going to look at today in this series of 3 videos are the exponential function f of x equals 2 to the x and the sinusoidal function f of x equals sine x. So let's start with the exponential function. Now I'll just let you know, later in the course we will be doing an entire unit on exponential and logarithmic functions. At that time we will review function laws and rules, and so we're not going to worry too much right now about using exponential laws to get the results of our function when we substitute the x values in. It is sufficient to get the idea of the picture. Just use your calculator if you must for this exercise. Okay, so let's choose some values of x. We're going to choose some negative and some positive just to see what happens. And again, like I said, if you're not sure how the exponent laws work at this time, that's okay. It's important to review them. We will be doing a more in-depth analysis of those later on in the course. So for now, if you need to use your calculator just as a review, that's fine. So let's substitute that -3 in for f of x, or in for x. So we have f at -3 would be 2 to the exponent -3. And on your calculator, look for the y to the x button or x to the y, 2 y to the x, -3. And that is 0.125 or 1/8. So similarly, we would do 2 to each of the x values. 2 the exponent -2 is 0.25 or 1/4. I'm just going to put in brackets, and maybe you'll see the pattern. 2 to the -1 is 0.5, which is 1/2. Now 2 to the 0, there is an exponent law that tells us any value as a base raised to the 0 exponent has a value of 1. So anything raised to the 0 is 1. And 2 to the exponent 1, that's just 2. 2 to the exponent 2 is 2 times 2, which is 4. 2 to the exponent 3 is 2 times 2 times 2, which is 8. So let's see what this looks like when we plot our graph. So -3 is 1/8, very close to the x-axis. They're hard to get it precise. At -2, it would be 1/4. -1 is 1/2. 0 is 1. 2 to the 1 is 2. 2 to the 2 is 4. 2 to the 3 is 8. So you can see that on the left side of the graph, the curve is very, very close to the x-axis. Almost looks like it's on the x-axis, but it isn't. It's approaching it, but not quite touching. So we do have an asymptote on the left side of the graph here. Then the curve goes upward, and it becomes very steep very quickly. So this is our exponential function. Basic one is f of x equals 2 to the x.